Hey everyone, I just wanted to make this video and kind of go over some tips that I do to kind of help my day go better. So I broke it down to 5 different things that I do that kind of help me out. So the first thing that I do when I wake up in the morning is give gratitude. I know people say that a lot, but it really does help. You wake up in the morning and you just, whether you're praying or you're thinking about it, whatever it is, you just kind of go over it and say, I'm so thankful that I woke up this morning. I had a bed to sleep in. I've got clothes to wear, a roof over my head, food to eat, whatever it is that you're thankful for, vehicles to drive, a job to go to, whatever it may be, your family, your friends, your education, um, whatever you're thankful for, just mention that. And, it helps you as you reiterate that in your head over and over and over to help you. So when you do have something bad happen, in your head psychologically, you've built it up and said, hey, I have so much to be thankful for. And I always start my morning out that way. I'll get up somewhere between 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I do that because I get up before my family and I have all the time to do some of the stuff that I need to do just for myself. So the first thing I do, I get out of the bed, I go over my gratitude, things that I'm thankful for. And the second thing that I do is I do a few exercises. I don't do anything strenuous. I'm not going to the gym doing stuff. Just something to kind of get the blood flowing. So maybe I do some push-ups, I do sit-ups, I do lunges, I do squats. But I have a routine that I go through stuff, and it's nothing crazy, but it's something to kind of help me out. And depending on where you're at in your life and your ability, I mean, maybe that equates to you doing 10 push-ups. Well, if all you did was 10 push-ups over the course of a year, you've done 3,650 push-ups that you otherwise may not be doing. Maybe not 10, maybe you do 3 sets of 10, maybe you do 3 sets of 25, whatever it is. And that stacks up over time to kind of keep you healthy. Maybe you want to walk. Maybe you get up and you're a walker and you want to walk to help clear your mind. Just kind of do something to get your blood flowing and get your energy, your mind focused where you can think. At that point, I move on to the next thing. I always will have a cup of coffee. That way I can drink it uninterrupted, hot coffee. So I use a Keurig and I do that. I usually have a couple cups of coffee in the morning and I will read. Now, I don't have a set page number or something like that. Most of the time I'll break apart a book because my goal is to read 50 books a year. They say top CEOs read 50, so I should be reading that much, which equates to me reading about a book a week. So for me, I'll break it down by either the chapter or so many pages per day, and that's kind of my goal. I give it about 30 minutes in the morning that I will take to read. They're all non-fictional things that benefit me. Now, I could read fiction. I do like to read fiction as well, but I want to do something that's going to benefit me. So in my case, that's going to be business, that's going to be self-improvement, that's going to be finance, whatever it might be. So I'll go over that. Those books kind of help me to get the right mindset before I get started on my day. Currently, the book that I'm reading is Let Them by Mel Robbins. So that's a good book. It's actually got a lot of cool tips and things in it where she talked about with her life that really stood out to me. So I'd highly recommend that one. Usually by that time, once I've done my gratitude, I've done some exercise, I've had coffee, I've read my book, I've already started out a good routine, a good day, because I've already started knocking out some wins. Anything I can do to make my bed or, do some cleaning, whatever it is, that knock out a bunch of wins in the morning. So after I've done that, my next one's not necessarily a morning routine, but it's throughout the day, and that's tracking the food that I eat. So I watch my macros. I look at my calories, my proteins, my carbs, my fat. I use that because I don't just want to hit my numbers. I want to put good things in my body. I could go out to whatever fast food restaurant, eat that food and hit my calories, but I also look at what I'm putting into my body. So I want to put healthy food into my body because I want to live a lot longer and a lot healthier. So I look at that as well. I currently use LifeSum. No, that's not the most popular one. A lot of people use MyFitnessPal, but I use LifeSum, and I've just used it for a long time, so I'm used to the format with it. but it tracks all the stuff for me. I put in what I eat, and I make sure that I'm hitting my numbers because I want to have the right nutrition going in my body and the right amount of foods. So I'll do that throughout the day, and I'll check that at the end, which leads into the fifth thing that I do for success. And the fifth thing is, at the end of the day, I track everything and say, what was I good at today? What happened good? What was bad? What do I need to improve on? What's tomorrow going to look like? What do I have planned for tomorrow? Usually I try to take, maybe 3 things. I'm like, this is what I'm going to get done. I'm going to get these things done today, no matter what. I'll go throughout my normal routine, but I got to knock these things out. And then I can kind of check those off. They really help me out. But yeah, at the end of the day, I can check off everything and say, look, I did what I was planning on doing. I've taken care of my health in terms of food, in terms of working out. I read today. I went over my gratitude, and I kind of covered all that. So those few things really help me to have a lot better day. And you don't notice it at first, but after you do it for a while, it really starts to change your life and put you in the right mindset. So I hope these tips were successful, that they were helping you to be successful, and I hope you guys have a great day.